Dwayne Lake spent 6 years in a Mississippi jail accused of triple murder, and all that time was before he went to trial and was found not guilty.
In Mississippi, you're definitely guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
Lake says he had to wait to be formally indicted for years before getting what the Constitution guarantees, a court-appointed defense attorney dedicated to his case.
I'm not even in the court system. I'm just being held by the sheriff department on the allegations.
For 2 years?
For 2 years, I'm basically sitting in jail without legal representation, no attorney to help me, no pretrial motions, no pre-indictment motions, none of those things.
Lake fell into what the legal community has called the dead zone, the time between arrest and indictment for people who can't afford their own lawyer. It's a problem rooted in Mississippi's multi-tier public defense crisis. Today, there are about 32 full-time public defenders across all of the state's 82 counties.
We need 130 to 135 full-time equivalent attorneys, and half of those should be full-time lawyers.
Andre Degree runs the Mississippi State Public Defender Office. He says the part-time lawyers hired by local courts, who often still have their own private practices, are simply overwhelmed.
In most places, they have way more cases than they could reasonably handle, and then they have no support staff.
Outside of death penalty and appeals cases, the state of Mississippi is one of only 5 that do not fund a defense for people who can't afford their own lawyers. Here, individual counties bear the burden of funding and running their own programs. Degree says it's a responsibility the state should be taking on.
I don't think the problem is ever going to be solved until we get state general funds to even that out.
Manpower and money aren't the only challenges for a state where 85% of those charged with felonies can't afford a lawyer, according to the MacArthur Justice Center at the University of Mississippi.
I suspect that Mississippi has the least effective and the least robust public defender system in America.
Cliff Johnson runs the MacArthur Center and told me there are no rules to force the wheels of justice to turn quickly for people who are accused but not yet charged.
In some of these counties, you only have a grand jury twice a year. So if the grand jury comes up and the officer who worked your case is at Dollywood on vacation with his family and they bump you over to the next grand jury, you just got 6 months more in jail.
Johnson would like to see limits on how long a district attorney can hold someone without bringing formal charges. Right now, there are none.
You don't have a lawyer, you don't have money to get out on bail, you don't have anybody fighting for you, and you don't have judges who are willing to look at the DA and say, I'm not going to hold this guy for 6 months, a year and a half, while you get your stuff together to go to the grand jury.
Local and state prosecutors didn't respond to our request for comment, but this year the state public defender and other advocates helped secure new regulations from the Mississippi Supreme Court. They mandate that initial appearance defenders stay with clients through the dead zone. It's a small step forward.
It's a really important question for all of us. Are we committed to the system of justice we say we believe in?
Now at 37, Dwayne Lake, finally a free man, moved out of the state, slowly rebuilding his life in Louisville, Kentucky, and working to reconnect with his 3 young kids.
You decided you just couldn't stay in Mississippi?
I couldn't. I feel as if, especially now, it's a target on my back. I'm still focused, trying to get back in my kids' life. You know, I mean, I'm not where I want to be at, but I'm working towards it.
Aaron, I'm so grateful for you for telling this story. Folks like Dwayne, they don't have the political capital to have their voice heard other than folks like you helping share that story. I'm reading some of your notes. Some of the legal experts say the state's mandate from the Mississippi Supreme Court would shrink this dead zone, but others say that there are multiple factors, you were telling us, that lead to these long wait times. So how are they trying to address this?
Well, that's part of the concern, is that there really isn't a big, high-level effort to address this at all. We mentioned this mandate from the state Supreme Court. While that rule comes out, there's no money that goes with it. And so the counties then have to figure out, well, can they afford to have public defenders stay with these folks who are arrested for the time that it takes to get their case to trial, or to push the DA to move faster to indict? And with there not being any real rules that dictate those sorts of things or money that goes with it, they just sort of linger.
Well, and the way that you described it in that reporting there, right, that this is on the counties right now without the state providing some money. These guys are on their own.
It's going to have to come from the state eventually.
Yeah, no doubt. Aaron, appreciate your reporting. That's an important story.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.